watching you with the audience, and they're up on the stands already.
Yes.
I mean, you're a big guy.
How's it going?
Very well. So before he walked out here, he confided that his mom, Lucille, sent her regards.
Yes.
Is that true?
Yes, she loves your show.
I love when moms torture their boys.
Everybody loves your show.
Well, you're very kind to say that.
Yep.
So a lot of nicknames for you, Shaq. They call you the Big Aristotle, right? Superman, for obvious reasons. Shaq Fu, right? Shaq Daddy. And the thing about Shaq Daddy I like is that makes that sort of gets you grooving. But the part that I didn't know, that I'm most proud of, is your other nickname is Doctor.
Yes. I went back to school because I love my mother very much. And I promised her that I would continue my education. So I left school.
Good for you. Good for you.
I left school early, and then she would just call me every week. Okay, you had a good game, you did this, you did that, but I need that degree. So I got my bachelor's, and I went and got my master's. And then she said, you know, we don't have any doctors in the family. So I said, I'll do it. So I attended Berry University. It took me 5 years to get my Ph.D., and it was a wonderful thing.
Is Lucille proud of you even more now?
Yes, she calls me every time and tells me she's proud of me. But guess what?
What?
One day she called me and asked me to borrow some money, and I said, why? She wanted to go back to school, so she got her bachelor's, her master's, and her doctorate also. Yes.
I love it.
Yep.
So, give me a hand here. You got all these cool nicknames. I'm just Doctor. Give me a nickname. I want to have a nickname from now on.
You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Dr. Oz. Genius, right?
That's good enough.
You like that? Dr. Oz.
All right, I'll take it. Now, are you really running for sheriff in Atlanta?
I thought about it to doing it in 2020, but I'll probably wait till 2024. I want to be the one that brings law enforcement and community closer together, because right now we're miles apart.
There we are.
And I live in a small county outside of Atlanta called Henry County, and you know, I've been mentioning to people. People have been wanting me to run in 2020, but I'm too busy right now. So when I become a sheriff, I want to just be able to sit down and be sheriff. Right now, I got too much stuff going on, so I don't want to, you know, get voted in and then, you know, cheat the people.
Well, it's honest of you to realize where your love is right now and
Yes.
when it will be ready. So okay, let me go back in time a little bit, because I'm curious how Shaq became Shaq. So you get drafted. You get a celebrity endorsement even before that, I think. You spent $1 million, if I understand, in an hour.
Yep, in 1 hour.
I mean, what did you buy?
I bought myself a car, came home, my father wanted a car, bought him a car, bought my mother a car, bought some jewelry, bought a couple of suits, and then I got a call from the bank the next day. He said, Mr. O'Neal, you need to come see me. And you know, we had a long conversation. He said, you know, about 50% of athletes when they're done playing have nothing, and I don't want you to be like that. And he showed me what was going on, and he showed me I was 150 in a hole. And then I looked at him and said, who the hell is FICA? FICA took all my money.
I understand, though, your dad, who was a drill sergeant in the Army,
Yes.
was partly responsible for shaking you and saying, son, I need you to have discipline in more things than just sports. You need to have it for money. And that's the biggest problem I think we face in America now. Half the population doesn't have $400 when they need it in a crisis, so it creates anxiety.
Yeah, he always taught me to just have things to fall back on, just in case basketball didn't work. Like I would call him and say, how'd you like the game I played? It's a good game, but what you gonna do if you blow your knee out? Growing up as a medium-level juvenile delinquent, I was always on punishment. I was just able to sit there and dream. And then luckily, and by the grace of God, I was able to accomplish each and every one of them.
Why do you say you were a juvenile delinquent?
I was. I used to get in trouble, Dr. Ross. I don't think I could talk about it because the statute of limitations ain't up on some of this. No, I was a follower instead of a leader. And my father, you know, quickly convinced me to be a leader. Just, you know, little stuff, breaking into cars, stealing bubble gum, just a lot of, you know, neighborhood fights, you know, just a lot of childish, crazy things.
Was your issue with stuttering part of that at all? Was there insecurity with that?
I don't know why I stuttered. And you know how I got rid of my stutter?
No.
I saw a picture of Halle Berry one day. True, it just stopped.
Made you breathless?
Yeah, no, this is what happened. I saw her in the movie, I was in college, and I wrote her a letter and she wrote me back.
She did?
She wrote me back, and I read the letter to myself and I was like, I don't stutter anymore. So, Halle Berry, I love you. True story.
Is it really?
Yeah, true. I just stopped.
I've never heard that before. Usually people have to work at it. They've got to.
No, I didn't take any speech therapy, none of that. I was always shy, I always kept to myself, but I saw one of her movies, I wrote it, she wrote me back, and I read it.
Was it because she wrote you back, or what she said in the letter that you stopped?
No, she just said, I'm glad you're a fan of mine, I'm also a fan of yours, good luck in the NBA. I think when I read it with such confidence. When I read that, I was in the mirror and I was saying, look at what Halle Berry wrote to me. And I read it, and then after that, it was over.
Speaking of love, your son, Sharif, future superstar, we think.
Yes.
In the NBA, playing for UCLA, everything is going great, on the fast track, just like his dad. And then you get this scary medical news, which I'm sure stopped you flat in your tracks.
We all were nervous, but, you know, I try to teach my children, don't worry about the problem, worry about the solution. So we know what the problem was, so the solution was to get surgery. And right before the surgery, I could see that he was down. And I realized for me, when I was a youngster, the thing that always got me to the next level was stories. So I just told him a story. I said, my man, I've never had heart surgery, but I've had 10 other surgeries. I know you're scared, it's okay to be scared, but once you lay down on that table and they introduce you to that anesthesia, you're not gonna remember anything. So I said, if you're scared, be scared, that's fine, but don't worry about it. So after the surgery, he's like, Dad, you're right.
So he posted this great image of himself.
Yes.
This says, first time seeing my scar, #zipper boy. There's Sharif lying on his bed. So I'm a heart surgeon, as you know.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what I'm. Go.
You are?
Yeah, I do
Wow.
that kind of surgery. It's the best, I think, is the best job in the world.
I thought you were just a regular doctor. You're a real doctor. That's awesome. I'm just playing.
Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss out on new videos to live the good life.